If I were buying a house in LA County right now, today, in this market, here's exactly what I would do, step by step. No fluff, no recycled advice that you've already heard 100 times. This is the actual playbook. You guys, I'm Jose Carlos with Blandon Real Estate, and I work with buyers across the country every single week. I've helped clients buy in this market when rates were higher, when inventory was tight, and when everyone online was saying, just wait. So this isn't just theory. This is what I would do if I were the one signing the offer right now. Let's get into it. First thing, stop reading national headlines and figure out what's actually happening in your specific street. LA County isn't one market. It's dozens of micro markets stacked on top of each other. And some neighborhoods right now are still moving fast with multiple offers, while others have gone flat and buyers have real leverage. Currently, Los Angeles County home prices are at $910,370, up 8.6% from May's $838,350, and up 0.7% year over year from $903,650 in last year's June 2025. So if you're in a hot pocket, you need to be prepared for competition. And if you're in a slower one, you need to know that too, because that changes everything about how you negotiate. Don't guess. Ask your agent for real numbers on the exact neighborhoods that you're targeting. Second, get your money in order before you start touring homes. Now, ideally, you want 20% down. That gets you the best rate options and no mortgage insurance. But that's not realistic for everyone, and that is okay. Now, FHA and conventional loans get you in the door with as little as 3.5 to 5% down. And the key is knowing your number and saving towards it with intention. Here's what people forget as well. Closing costs. You need to budget roughly 2% of the purchase price on your down payment. And don't blow through your savings the moment that you close. I've seen dozens of buyers drain their account on buying furniture the week after closing, and then something breaks. A water heater, a roof issue, and then there's nothing left. So keep a cushion. You'll thank yourself later. Third, pay attention to listings that have been sitting for a while. 2 weeks is a signal. A month or more means it's overpriced. But sometimes it's the location. It's a busy street, an awkward lot, but usually it's just overpriced. I've had clients land homes that sat for over 100 days plus with real seller credits on the table because the seller was finally ready to negotiate. Now, you're not taking advantage of these sellers, you're just asking. And the longer it's sat on the market, the more room to negotiate there actually is. Fourth, and I'll be straight with you, hire an agent that lives and breathes in that market, not someone who's dabbling part-time. LA County moves neighborhood by neighborhood, and generic national advice will only cost you money here. And this is the exact kind of guidance I walk my buyers through when purchasing their home. And actually, before you go any further, I put together a completely free Los Angeles home buyer's guide that breaks down everything in this video in more detail. Financing options, negotiation tactics, neighborhood by neighborhood insights, all of it. It's linked right in the description below. Go grab it. It costs you nothing, and it'll save you from making the mistakes that most buyers are making out there. Fifth, shop multiple lenders. Don't just take the first pre-approval you get. Now, if you find a better rate somewhere else, go back to your original lender and ask them to match it. A lot of the times, they actually will. And with rates where they are, even an eighth of a point makes a real difference over the life of the loan. And all this takes is an afternoon, and it's worth thousands of dollars. Number 6, this ties directly into all that. Clean up your debt before you apply. Lenders are looking at your debt to income ratio, and if it's too high, you either won't qualify or you'll get stuck with a worse rate. Pay down credit cards, knock out smaller loans if you can. It directly improves both your approval odds and your rate. Number 7, location strategy. Look at access to freeways, job centers, shopping, parks, the stuff that actually holds value over time. And don't automatically rule out a home that needs work. If a property is older or less updated than the rest of the block, that's often your way to get into a great price in a neighborhood you probably couldn't afford to. Put some strategic work into it over time and the value follows, especially in a strong location. Also, check the school boundaries. Even if you don't have kids, highly rated school zones consistently hold value, and that matters for resale down the road. 8, your offer strategy needs to match the market that you're in, not the market that you wish you were in. In a seller's market, come with a strong down payment, flexible closing timeline, and a tightened inspection period. Now, if your down payment is solid, an appraisal gap or waiving the appraisal contingency might make sense, but only if it truly fits your numbers. Now, in a buyer's market, you have leverage. Use it. Ask for repairs, credits, seller concessions, and help with closing costs. We're seeing more of this again across parts of LA County. And if you're buying in a market like that, you should absolutely be asking. 9th, always do your full inspection lineup. General home inspection, roof, sewer line, and mold if it's warranted. If something significant comes up, most buyers just ask for a credit. But there's another option that's worth knowing: renegotiating the actual purchase price instead. I've done this for clients and it works out for both sides. The buyer pays less overall and the seller saves on the commission and taxes tied to a lower recorded sale price. Now, this is always something worth discussing with your agent. And finally, think long-term. Rates move, and they've already come down from where they were, and they'll likely keep shifting. Refinancing later is always an option, but buy based on what you can comfortably afford today, not what you're hoping you can afford once the rates drop. Don't let fear of missing out push you into a number that stresses you every single month. Remember, buy smart, stay unemotional, and think about appreciation over years, not weeks. That's exactly what I would do if I were buying in LA County today. And if you're actually in the market right now, grab my free LA County Home Buyer's Guide linked in the description. It walks through everything we just covered, plus a full breakdown by neighborhood. And if you want to talk through your specific situation, reach out to me directly. My name is Jose Carlos with Blandon Real Estate, your go-to real estate advisor for buying smart in LA County. I'll see you on the next one.